Hello everyone, this is Mr. Co with a quick video on some tips and tricks for proper care and maintenance on your trombone. We're going to cover two things today. Number one is emptying the water from your instrument, and number two is properly lubricating the slide to make sure everything's moving nice and smoothly as you're going back and forth between your positions. So let's start with the water key. So here's my trombone. The water key is way down the end of the slide, this guy right here. And if you're hearing like a rattling sound or it sounds like something's bubbling up in here, that probably means there's some water, condensation. Some people call it a spit valve. It's not really that much spit, if any at all. But the condensation, the water kind of gathers right around here and it needs to be let loose. So I am an adult and I have a long enough arm to do this myself. If you're in 4th or 5th grade, you might not have a long enough arm to do this. And if you're at home or somewhere else, you might need to ask an adult or somebody else near you for some assistance. So I'm going to talk about this with the mouth and what the arm and fingers are doing. If both of those are yours, good for you. But if one person's doing the mouth and one person's doing the water key over here, that is totally fine as well. So with your mouth, you're going to put your mouth where the mouthpiece is, but this is important. We're not going to buzz our lips. We're not going to go, we're just going to go. And in fact, I like to put my mouth like over the mouthpiece like this, because that will make sure that I'm not buzzing, because that's not the best way to get rid of the water. The other person, or if you have a really long arm, you too are going to push your finger down and push this down. Now I'm going to do this over a trash can. So let me back up and put my trash can here so you can hopefully see both. And what you're going to do is kind of angle this down. So gravity helps us to get all that water out. And we're going to push this down with our finger and go. There wasn't that much in mine, but that's how you do it. You can just blow one or two or three more times. And then you can be sure that there's no more water, and that gurgling sound should stop if you do that correctly. All right, the second thing I wanted to talk about was proper lubrication of the slide. I guess I should stay standing so you can see the whole thing. Some people, as you practice a lot and play a lot, you're going to notice that your slide starts to get a little sticky. It starts to feel like, wow, I'm really working hard to move this. It might even click and go. That's your sign to use some lubricant. All trombones, the cases should have come with something that looks like this. It's going to be in a little bottle. Some of the bottles are blue, some of them are white like mine, but that is what you're going to use for the lubricant. All right, so we're going to unscrew the top, and yours might have a child safety on, so you may need some help unscrewing it. It is not good to be ingested, so that it is good that they're being safe with it, if you're wondering why. And what you're going to do when you have the top off is you're going to extend your slide pretty far, and you're going to take your lubricant and you're going to gently squeeze as you move down on one side of the slide and on the other side of the slide. You don't need a lot, because a lot of it will actually end up on the floor or on your clothes, and that does stain your clothes, so watch out. Less is more. You don't need that much. All right. Once you've done that, you just kind of got to do the most fun part, which is to move your arm back and forth, back and forth. Make sure that lubricant is working its way through your entire slide. And you should be able to feel a lot more ease of motion that way. All right. Those are the two most common things you should be doing for care and maintenance on your trombone. If you have any other questions or issues, feel free to bring them to class, and I am happy to help you as best I can. All right. Happy practicing.